Mr. Franklin, sir, why are you flying a kite in a thunderstorm? Isn't that dangerous?
Indeed it is, young man. But sometimes, to learn nature secrets, one must brave a little danger.
Secrets from a kite?
Not just a kite. This key here may help prove that lightning is made of the same electricity we use in our experiments.
You mean lightning is like the spark from rubbing a cat with a comb?
A most excellent comparison. Yes, but much more powerful. Nature's own electric fire.
And you're not afraid it'll strike you? Won't that hurt?
Of course I am. But fear should never stop a curious mind. Just keep your distance. And never try this yourself.
I won't, sir. But when I grow up, I want to do experiments like you, too.
Then always ask questions, observe closely, and never stop wondering. That's the spark that truly matters.
Stormy skies, keys that spark with the lightning's lies. Rain falls hard on a rebel's face. Electric whispers shaping time and space. Ben in the clouds with the fire in his hand, shocking the fools who won't understand. Lightning that roars like a beast in the night. Harness the storm, turn dark into light. Rolling thunder pounds the air alive. Winds that scream as the heavens collide. A mind ablaze with a daring scheme to catch the fire and spark the dream. Ben in the clouds with a fire in his hand, shocking the fools who won't understand. Lightning that roars like a beast in the night. Harness the storm, turn dark into light. Watch the arc lead from wire to wire. Born of chaos, born of fire. He's not a man, he's a storm set free. Electric blood in this history. Ben in the clouds with a fire in his hand, shocking the fools who won't understand. Lightning that roars like a beast in the night. Harness the storm, turn dark into light.
You hear that cannon fire, Eli? Sounds like the British are already giving hell to our boys ahead.
Aye, I hear it. Makes the stomach churn, don't it? But we've come too far to turn back now, my friend, haven't we?
Too far and too many gone. I still remember Lexington. I never thought I'd see so much blood on my own soil.
We're fighting for something bigger than us, Thomas. Our children might walk free because of the march we make today.
Aye, let's just hope we get to tell them the story ourselves.
One step at a time, brother. One step at a time.
Loaded muskets upon the line, powder smoking as we define. Drums are pounding, hearts ignite, marching forward toward the fight. Raise the flag, let freedom ring. With every shot, the truth we bring. Through the fire we take our stand. For liberty we make this land. Ragged boots tread frozen ground, blood and sweat the only sound. Cannons roar, the sky alight. Through the dark we claim the night. Raise the flag, let freedom ring. With every shot, the truth we bring. Through the fire we take our stand. For liberty we make this land. Letters home, the ink does weep. Stories buried, buried deep. Yet we march with hope alive. In our hearts the cause will thrive. Raise the flag, let freedom ring. With every shot, the truth we bring. Through the fire we take our stand. For liberty we make this land. Marching steps echo through the muddy ground. Guns are heavy, but freedom's the sound. Uniforms torn the sky, painted gray. Hearts full of fire, we face the fray. Oh, sweet liberty, calling to the brave. We fight through the storm, through the marks the muskets gave. Raise your flag high, let it fight the wind and rage. This is a story, turning a glorious page. Drums are pounding like thunder on the hill. Voice a chant in our unbroken will. Fear in the night, but the dawn breaks clear. For every shadow, a spark we hold dear. Oh, sweet liberty, calling to the brave. We fight through the storm, through the marks the muskets gave. step closer to days where chains are shattered and walls melt away, marching to freedom by night and by day.
Soldiers, the hour is upon us. Beyond that ridge stands the enemy who would see our nation brought low.
They outnumber us, sire. Some say we cannot win.
Let them count heads, I count hearts. And in yours, I see fire, I see France.
We follow you, O Emperor, to victory or to death.
No, to glory. Today we make history. Let the world remember what French courage looks like. Forward!
Longue vie à l'empereur.
storm, no time to cry. Kings fell silent as the cannons roared. Blood on the fields, his empire soared. Glory or madness, he carved his name. On the edge of chaos, he played the game. Crowned in fire, he burns the night. Raging storm, never losing the fight. A tyrant, a hero, a tale untold. Napoleon rising, fierce and bold. Whispers of power dragged him too high. The sun burned his wings, he fell from the sky. Chained by the tide, left to the sea. Dreams of conquest, now history. Thunder crashing, his ghost still screams. In the hearts of the damned, he fuels their dreams. Victory fleeting, but the scars remain. A shadow eternal in the empire's pain. Crowned in fire, he burns the night. Raging storm, never losing the fight. A tyrant, a hero, a tale untold. Napoleon rising, fierce and bold. Crowned himself king in the shadow of war. Blood on the soil, his hunger roared. Short in stature, but a giant in flame. Chasing glory with a madman's name. Rise up, the cannons go. Marching through the smoke where kingdoms fall. The thunder of hooves, the clash of steel. Napoleon's shadow, the world must kneel. Whispers of power in a tyrant's ear, crossing the Alps to ignite the fear. Empires trembled at his iron will, but even the sun sets on the tallest hill. Rise up, the cannons call. Marching through the smoke where kingdoms fall. The thunder of hooves, the clash of steel. Napoleon's shadow, the world must kneel. Exiled once, but the fire remained. The eagle soared, but the chains were gained. Waterloo swallowed the legend whole. A ghost in history, but he burned us all. Rise up, the cannons call. Marching through the smoke where kingdoms fall. The thunder of hooves, the clash of steel. Napoleon's shadow, the world must kneel.
Did you sleep at all last night?
Hardly. The ground is no bed, and the thunder of cannon doesn't lull a man to dreams. How about you?
Same here. Kept thinking of home. My wife. The farm. Strange how quiet it is now, like the earth's holding its breath.
Aye. That stillness before the storm. You reckon we'll see each other out on that field?
Maybe. I hope not. But if we do, let it be quick and clean.
God willing. War makes enemies of men who might have shared bread in peace.
Let's live through this, friend. Maybe one day we will.
Amen to that.
You ready for this, Tom?
As ready as a man can be. I guess. When he knows he might not see the sun set again.
I heard it's over that ridge. They say the Rebs have dug in deep.
Same talk over on our side. You Yankees don't scare easy. I'll give you that.
I ain't here to scare anyone. Just doing my duty. Same as you, I'd guess.
Funny, isn't it? Two men with the same fears, same hopes, dreams, wearing different colors.
Maybe when this is over, we'll meet again, without rifles between us.
I'd like that, James. But for now, stay low, soldier. God be with you.
You too, son. God be with us both out there.
Dusty boots tramp through the morning haze, led us from home in a smoky gaze. Cannon fire rattles the sky above, lost in war but holding on to love. Tin cups clink as the sun goes down, stories rise in a campfire sound, faces lit by the amber glow, marching orders by the break of crow. Oh, the drums keep rolling, the heartbeats divide, brothers on the field where the shadows collide. We fight through the sorrow, we fight through the pain, hoping to see the green hills again. Thunder cracks where the rifles sing, echoes carry where the blood will cling. A flag torn and worn, yet it's held so high. We march in cadence as time rolls by. A letter folded in a soldier's hand, tales of courage in a far-off land. The dulcimer hums through the silent trees, winds of war blow stronger than the breeze. Some have fallen, some remain, tied by the spirit of the earthly strain. Life's a battle against the tide. We stand together screams. Last night's dreams torn at the seams. Shadows stretch across the battle ground. In silence we swear no one makes a sound. Bayonets gleam like the morning sun. Each breath a gamble with a loaded gun. Divide, destroy. Why do we play this game? No one remembers the victories by name. Rise and fall like the beating drum, carving stories that will never come. Life in shadows where the smoke runs thin. We're soldiers born, but we'll die as kin. Letters home I write with a shaky hand to the family, praying for this broken man. Boys made warriors painted with scars, caught under heaven but grasping the stars. Cannons roar through the smoky haze. The ground shakes beneath the blaze. Echoes of the past still scream their say. 1,000 souls lost in the fray. Blood and thunder in the sky, where the blue and the gray collide. No victor's glory, only cries. Under Gettysburg's shadow we all lie. Fields of sorrow stained deep red, a tale of the living carved by the dead. Bayonets clash in the dying light. History's ghost walks through the night. Blood and thunder in the sky, where the blue and the gray collide. No victor's glory, only cries. Under Gettysburg's shadow we all lie. Electric strings wail, the past won't rest. A violent scream, a heart's unrest. The guitar moans like a soldier's breath, a haunting hymn of life and death. The sun rose, but the scars remain. Whispers of courage laced with pain. Through the darkness a flag still flies. But what's the cost of sacrifice? Blood and thunder in the sky, where the blue and the gray collide. No victor's glory, only cries. Under Gettysburg's shadow we all lie. A shadow we all lie. fields of black. No turning round, there's no way back. The strings of fate hum on the breeze. Electric notes howl through the trees. Violins cry like the ghosts of the past. Guitar screams loud like the die's been cast. Every note's a story of what's been lost. Freedom's price comes with a cost. Serpent spine, dreams crushed beneath the ticking of time. A dance of destruction, a terrible art. A song of war played on every heart.
You ever seen country like this, Sam? Feels too quiet.
Quiet don't mean safe. You know what they say. When the birds stop singing, trouble's near.
You think the general knows how many of them are out there?
Don't reckon he does, but it won't stop him. It never has.
I heard tell some scouts turned back. Said they were way too many of them down there to count.
Then count on this. We ride together, we fight together. Whatever comes, we face it like soldiers.
And maybe we die together too.
It cuts through the sky. He screams defiance, he won't say die. Raise hell, make the mountain shake. This is the charge, there's no mistake. Who's bound the earth? The end feels near, but we won't back down. We have no fear. Arrows rain like a storming tide. Shadows close where the brave collide. The bugle calls
monster comes down the ridge with his soldiers, like wolves hungry for our children.
They believe we will run, but they do not know the strength in our hearts. Not today.
We have waited for this moment. The spirits have spoken. This land will fight with us.
It is a good day to fight. It is a good day to live as free people. Let no one flee. Let them see our courage and feel our fury. Today, we defend all that the Wasichu tried to steal. Today, we have our vengeance.
Let the Great Spirit guide our arrows. Let them find their mark. Let our sons remember this day with pride.
Ride with me, my brothers. Ride for your children, your women, and the sacred hills. We will meet them at the river, and we will not be moved.
Tells tales of blood and land, a cry for justice carved in sand. Hoofbeats thunder across the plains, ghosts of battles what remains. Our arrows flew like whispered rage, freeing souls from ancient cage. The earth remembers, mourns the dawn, echoes of the little big. They came in pride with swords that gleamed to claim what sacred waters dreamed. But we stood strong, our spirits' cry said no to greed beneath the sky. Our arrows flew like whispered rage, freeing souls from ancient cage. The earth remembers, mourns the dawn, echoes of the little big horn. The plains run red with broken vows, their shadows scatter neath the boughs. No hymn of theirs can cleanse what's torn, the voice of life, the little big horn. Beneath the moon, our Father's right returned with fire to that dark night. Though grief runs deep, the truth will ring, the song of those who could not cling. The sun was low on the western ground. Shadows stretched where silence bound. Thunder rolled from the earth below. Warnings told of an ancient woe. In the heartbeat of mountains on sacred hill, the wind spoke justice in its mournful cry, as voices of ancestors filled the sky. They came in waves on stolen land. but spirits guard, and seeds have sown. Flute whispers blow soft as the twilight fell. Stories etched in a battle's knell. We stood strong in the fight for our home. Each arrow carving truths unknown. We rise for the ghost that was never still. In the heartbeat of mountains on Sacred Hill. The wind spoke justice in its mournful cry, as voices of ancestors filled the sky. The river carried all the crimson tides, but no victory danced as we brushed aside. Lamentation swirled in morning's air. Even justice sings with a heavy stare.
Never thought I'd be looking at a factory instead of a field.
A lot of us didn't. The war is over now. Can't plow burnt land, and man's got to find a way to eat.
I reckon that's the truth. I fought for the South, but I don't reckon steam or steel cares what side you wore.
Not in the mills, they don't. Just want hands that work and backs that don't quit. You ever done factory work?
No, sir, just cotton and hard luck. You?
One winter before the war. It's loud, it's hot, and it never stops. But it pays steady.
Steady sounds just fine. Guess it's time we start building instead of tearing down.
Amen to that, brother. Come on, shift starts at 6. We'll figure it out together.
Smoke from the stack trails the gray-black sky. Iron beast breathing flames, we toil and we try. Metal screams, hammers fall. No time to think why. Fueling the war that makes men die. In halls of thunder where machines never sleep. Dreams crushed beneath steel, secrets they keep. Blind to the ruin, deaf to the weep. Progress forged in shadows, devils who reap. Factories of fire and rivers of rust. Ashes to ashes, machines we trust. War in their marrow, they're built to last. Chained to the future, can't escape the past. Welded by greed, ambition sets the pace. Footprints vanish in the toxic embrace. Brick by brick, leaving nowhere safe. History marked by machines. So strict faces jailed in bitter dreams. Iron bones forged in the heat of despair. Children of progress gasping for air. Hammer strikes like thunder in the night, chasing shadows away from the light. Steel hearts casting flames in blackened halls. Industry's child in greed's quiet coals. The cogs turn slow in the belly of fear. Weapons born while the end pulls near. Furnaces sing the songs of regret, a dirge for a future mankind won't forget. Fingers bleeding, grasping at stone. Echoing cries swallowed in monotone. Rust coats the pride built by iron might. A new dawn rising, but it don't feel right. Behind these walls where the steam goes sigh, hope wrestles chains, no wings to fly. Endless toil beneath pale amber moons. Gears grind prayers in timeless tunes. The cogs turn slow in the belly of fear. Weapons born while the end pulls near. Furnaces sing the songs of regret, a dirge for a future mankind won't forget. Flicker in the night, muted glow of stars. City hums, restless hearts covered in scars. Cement cracks, time slips, we all fade slow. Lost in the cycle where the shadows grow. Steel skies, heavy breathing smoke. Hands tied tight, words we never spoke. Pavement burns cold like a stranger's touch. Hope dissolved, yeah, we drank too much. Screaming inside, can't break free. Living in a dream that bleeds vanity. Ripped apart, waiting for some grace. Lost reflections in a shattered place. Machines where drones whisper in the haze. Clock ticks loud, counting empty days. No escape, wrapped in wire and steel. Metal hearts don't know how to feel. Shove the silence, let the fire out.
Senior Volta, I heard you've been working on something quite remarkable. Something to produce electricity without any friction or static.
Indeed. I've created a device. I called it the voltaic pile. It generates a steady electrical current through chemical means.
Fascinating. How does it work?
It's quite simple, really. I stack alternating layers of zinc and copper, separated by pieces of cloth soaked in salt water. This creates a chemical reaction that produces electricity.
So no need to rub amber or spin machines anymore?
Exactly. With this battery, we can produce continuous electricity. I believe it will open new paths in science and technology.
Remarkable, Volta. This could change everything.
Voltage dreams and candlelight whispers across the sky, his sparks they blister. Born in shadows turn to flames, the world remembers Alessandro's name. He lit the dark with a fire divine, through copper veins made the earth align. Electric soul that changed our time, Volta's legacy, a power to climb. He left his mark, with steel and spirits bright and dark. Chained the storm with his bare hands, the weight of a wonder no one understands. He lit the dark with a fire divine, through copper veins made the earth align. Electric soul that changed our time, Volta's legacy, a power to climb. From the spark his cradle swayed, to thundering steps the future paved. A life ignited, edge of the blade. He built a world where light won't fade. He lit the dark with a fire divine, through copper veins made the earth align. Electric soul that changed our time, Volta's legacy, a power to climb. Rivers hum with the charge he stirred, every silent spark a word unheard. Father of forces unseen and strong, energy rising an endless song. He lit the dark with a fire divine, through copper veins made the earth align. Electric soul that changed our time, Volta's legacy, a power to climb.
Good afternoon, Michael. Still experimenting with your magnetic coils, I see?
Ah, yes. Good afternoon. I'm observing how a changing magnetic field induces an electrical current. Quite a curious effect, isn't it?
Indeed. Do you truly believe this phenomenon could have practical use?
Practical use? My dear fellow, I haven't the faintest idea. But one day, perhaps, someone will find a way to harness it. For now, it's the principle that excites me.
Ever the explorer of nature's laws.
And nature never disappoints. She always reveals more, if only we ask the right questions.
Faraday, what is this peculiar contraption you've built? It looks like a metal room.
Ah, Thompson, this is what I call a Faraday cage. I'm demonstrating an electrical charge remains on the exterior of a conductor.
So you're saying the inside is shielded?
Precisely. Step inside and I shall electrify the outer surface. You'll feel nothing. Not a spark, nor a tingle.
This seems rather dangerous.
Trust in science. The electrical field cancels out inside the conductor. It's quite safe.
Incredible. No sensation at all. This could have remarkable implications.
Indeed, protection from lightning, interference, perhaps more than we yet understand.
Sparks in the lab, wild in the night, a silent thinker chasing the light. Glass and wire, his tools in hand, shaping the whispers we don't understand. Magnet to motion, silent and swift, his mind a storm, his hands a gift. Chains of the unseen he tore apart, electric sorcery from a restless heart. Your name. Wires hum with the life you gave, dread and wonder at every wave. Through the void your fire burns on, though the man fades, the legacy strong. Every pulse we count along, a mad machine sparked in your soul. Turn the chaos into control. Faraday, oh, where does it end? You bent the world, then did it again. The spark of your thoughts ignites the flame. Now the whole damn world echoes your name.
You know, Edison, alternating current is the future. It travels farther with less loss.
Perhaps, Nicola, but direct current is safer, predictable. It doesn't leap from wires like lightning.
But that leap is efficiency. With AC, we can power entire cities from a single plant.
Cities don't matter if people are afraid to plug in their lamps. Safety first, always.
Progress demands boldness. Would we have light at all if we feared every spark?
I just prefer my sparks to stay inside the wires.
And I prefer mine to light the world.
Lightning struck the skies of black, a fire born to cut through lack. The first spark lit in chaos wild, with roaring thunder man beguiled. Electric currents ripping through the void in dark halls. Nikola dreaming revolution, but watch him fall. sky dark, a mind like lightning carving its spark, ideas roaring like engines in flight, electric whispers burning so bright, tower of dreams on a hill so grand, wireless futures slipping through sand, fought the doubters, they cursed his name, but the fire he lit was never the same. Tesla's thunder rolls through the years, a rebel soul echoing fierce, energy boundless, unleashed and wild, the legacy lives like a tempest child. Patent stolen shadows took his crown, they laughed in suits, dragged him down, but the sparks still dance around the globe. In every circuit the dream bestowed, the pigeons fret and the lonely saint, vision ahead of greed so faint, forgotten then, remembered now, a genius burning without the bow. Tesla's thunder rolls through the years, a rebel soul echoing fierce, energy boundless, unleashed and wild, the legacy lives like a tempest child. Tesla's thunder rolls through the years, a rebel soul echoing fierce. Energy boundless, unleashed and wild, the legacy lives like a tempest child. so dim she told away, chasing dreams where science lay. A spark of light in the dark she found, in the soil where secrets are unbound. Here beside her they worked as one, under the moon and relentless sun. Through pain and trials they did endure, for a glow so pure yet so obscure. Radium shines in the dark of night, a beacon born of her guiding light. Through the struggle she carved her name. Marie Curie ignites the flame. A woman bold in a man's domain, through sweat and tears she broke the chain. From a speck of dust to a world anew, her radiance grew as the knowledge flew. But the glow she chased came with a cost, a gift to science, yet innocence lost. Till she pressed on for what she believed, her legacy left for the world to receive. Radium shines in the dark of night, a beacon born of her guiding light. Through the struggle she carved her name. Marie Curie ignites the flame. Ignites the flame. She worked in the shadows of her quiet room, chasing the glow that pierced the gloom. Her hands bore the scars of a secret bride. Marie found the radium's light. She saw the shimmer that others ignored, a beacon hidden in nature's core. Through the glass of her lens she saw the spark, unveiling mysteries deep and stark. Oh, Marie, you lit the world, a glow so fierce yet unfurled, a gift and curse. The weight etched in time with a radiant hue. The cost of her quest no one truly knew. Her bones sang the song of a glowing tide. The world embraced what her life supplied. But progress walks with shadows long, a double edge to every song. The light that guides can burn the soul. Marie's discovery, a heavy toll. Oh, Marie, you lit the world. A glow so fierce yet unfurled, a gift and curse. The weight you bore, a light that healed, a light for